putting the fight in faster than light. Welcome to Cosmopunk.
Until Proven Innocent, a homebrew Starfinder adventure featuring the crew of the Laika 7.
I'm Cypher, and I play Ryder, a Yosaki operative otter with a sharp sword and an affinity for sushi. I'm also the pilot of the Laika 7.
I'm Ty, and I play Radar, the cyborg mechanic coyote replete with big guns and a small attention span. Also, the weapons officer of the Laika 7.
Hi, I'm Pan, and I play Baphomet, ex-galactic idol, now kobold android mystic, and the captain of the Laika 7.
Hi, I'm RJ. I play V, a Vesk engineer, and the drone flyby. V is the ship's mechanic and chief trouble magnet, but for this campaign, I'm going to be the DM. Episode 4, A Thorough Debugging. After the Laika 7 crew returns from causing mayhem on the enemy pirate Shirin craft, they reconvene back on their client's yacht, the Fourth Dawn, and start to deliberate over who exactly they can really trust, and who the mysterious thief they need to protect against might be. Whereabouts is everyone at this point?
Radar and Ryder are sort of slumped in an airlock, having just got back from the Vengeful Thorn.
Yeah, having giggle fits.
Yes.
That's the point. You probably, I'm guessing you're going to take a long rest.
Yeah, got a few holes!
I don't.
Well, the one that can dodge everything has no holes. The one that isn't quite able to
The one
dodge
who is a
everything.
tank.
Yeah. So,
One day,
okay.
Ryder is going to get hit and it is going to hurt.
Oh, she's been hit. Just not very bad.
Yeah.
Okay, so you retire to your bunks. You get...
Well, first things first.
I'm
Ryder's going to go down to Iago
Mm-hmm.
and sort of like knock on his door.
Malbec opens the door. He's like, is it safe? Are we moving again?
Yep, coast is clear. I'd like to have a word with Iago, if it's all the same with him.
I'll have a word with him. He's a bit rattled, but...
Understandable.
So the door closes, and then there's a muffled discussion. Then the door opens again, and it's like, please come in. Iago will see you now.
Ryder trots in. What sort of room does Iago have?
It's not minimalist, but it's clean. There's not much clutter or things like that. It's lightly decorated, quietly classy, is how I describe it.
Okay.
He's got a large, comfortable-looking bed, a writing desk with a series of data pads and computers on it.
Is there a chaise longue?
There is a chaise longue. You may sit on it, but he will not draw you like one of his French otters.
Well, I'm going to sit on it and pose like one of his French otters.
He's looked slightly taken aback, but you know what? This is the least weird thing that's happened to him today, so...
So, we almost got boarded back there, Iago.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah.
You took care of it pretty well, it seems.
Oh, yeah. We took care of it well. But apparently they were hired by someone specifically to come after you.
For me? Is this to do with the threat against my collection?
Possibly. I'm wondering if you could shed a bit more light on the situation.
That's terrible. I've no idea who would do that. I mean, I have business rivals, obviously, but none of them would stoop to something as low as this.
Well, just in case, who are some of your worst business rivals?
Yeah, I can prepare a file for you, or I can just run through. I mean, in the world of property acquisition, there's always people that get upset, toes are trodden on, the old planet's purchased out from under someone, but...
What about rival collectors?
Oh no. Before this threat, I knew of some collectors who'd be up against what I'm after, but...
Interesting.
Again, most of these are high class. They wouldn't stoop to something like this.
If there's one thing I've learned, never underestimate the dastardly lengths that people in power will go to maintain their power, or get more of it.
I suppose if I were to narrow it down to the top two people who have interest in the items in my collection, they would be my most contentious business rival, Holst Hernenblack, or my fiercest rival collector, Hertz Anaheim. But although I've had rivalries with both of them, I can't believe that either would stoop so low as to do something like this.
Well, I've got a bit of research to do.
Really? You think someone like that?
I don't know, but I think it might be worth investigating, don't you?
I suppose. I'll defer to you. I'm not really an expert at anything like this. It's not the sort of thing that happens to me usually.
Well, as of today, I am a security officer, so I'm going to do some security.
That's true. Welcome aboard the team. And after your drink,
Smux hops off of her chaise lounge and says, "Oh, ta."
he makes himself a stronger than usual alcoholic drink and offers you one as well.
Oh, Ryder sniffs it, slurps it down. Lovely. Well, there you go.
It tastes like a large gold brick wrapped in a tweed of lemon.
Ryder doesn't have very sensitive taste buds. Booze is booze to her. I need to confer with my team for a little bit, and then I'm probably going to turn in for the night. You rest up, and we'll talk to you more when we get to your destination.
I'll look forward to it. Thank you very much. Thank you for all your hard work. I'm glad Nesta chose such a diligent crew.
No worries. Ryder trots out. Okay, she's then going to make her way back up to Baff and Radar. What are they doing?
Radar has his arm off and is doing some maintenance on it.
Bash just like scrolling through her feeds.
Checking her Insta.
Yeah.
I still love that Bath got their own single bunk and maybe Dija.
She didn't come to a luxury cruise to share a bunk with a crewmate she's every day.
Yeah. This is a holiday for her. This is an actual holiday.
Yeah.
One of those rare things.
It's a working trip.
Well, Ryder's going to sort of like stick her head in Baff's room and sort of indicate to come into Radar and Ryder's place.
Okay, yeah, she pops and follows her. Yeah, sure.
So this Iago fella, turns out he's got some enemies.
Well, I think we worked that one out.
Yeah, but he doesn't sound like he suspects them to stoop to the level of mercenary work, so I'm worried about him.
Do you think he's too trusting?
I do. I think he's too trusting of people that wish to do him harm.
Well, I mean, if he moves in art circles, he's bound to have, there's always going to be somebody who's jealously guarding whatever. And if he's gotten hold of this, what do you call it?
The obelisk?
Yes, the obelisk. That seems like something that would be pretty sought after. Accidents happen out in the drift. You never know, and then who knows?
Agreed. Wondering if it might be worth doing a bit of research on I got two names, Humpst and Hertz.
Who are they?
One is a personal business rival, and the other one is a rival collector.
Oh, oh, gee, I wonder if it could be one of these guys. It seems,
Yeah.
I don't know, though. I have another theory, which may be wrong. So let's pursue two lines. But my theory is, I think it's an inside job.
An inside job? Why do you think that?
I don't know. Just something. There's something just sort of. I can't explain it. Thinking out loud, what if there's someone on his team who's playing the long game, who, for whatever reason, just wants to steal this thing for some other reason? Why hire us? We don't exactly advertise.
Good question.
Unless it's from the perspective of somebody came up and hired the first group of basically thugs, sorry, Bath, that they could find.
I love you saying, like, sorry, Bath. You're the one that...
Yeah, exactly. That's like, why would you look at me?
Yeah.
Of all the people that have done
You've got your arm off
and
working.
Speak for yourself, darling.
She's not, I wouldn't quite have a thug.
To other people, we look like thugs.
So you're saying that, what?
Maybe that's why he hired you.
Yeah, maybe that's why he hired us. And herein lies my theory. We don't have any truck with any insurance companies. We've not, as far as I'm aware. Unless, Ryder, you've been running a business on the side I don't know about.
None that you know about, no.
Okay. So, guy needs security, has to be a third party, but the guy who hires the security team is the one on the inside job, so he's hiring people who he knows will fail, so that he can get the artifact out in the confusion when an attack happens, and the incompetent team, us, are failing to defend it, or trying to defend it, and he can just sneak in and grab it.
Seems to be like a bit of an investment in failure, literally.
And that's the point of it. He invests in the failure so that the insurance company sees that the third parties failed.
What would he gain from that? From having the insurance company see that they failed?
I don't know. I mean, I'm guessing the insurance on the artifact. Well, the artifact.
You reckon it's Iago?
No, I reckon it's somebody working maybe at Iago's benefit without his knowledge.
Oh, okay. Oh, so you'd want to look into people that manage Iago's finance?
Actually, no, wait. That does make sense. If Iago's people couldn't figure out what it does, then it's just junk to him. So if he wants to make money on the insurance instead...
It's not junk. It's a beautiful bauble.
No, I understand that. But obviously they don't know what it is. So it could be a case where he's just cutting his losses. This thing's obviously worth a lot of money. Do we know how much it's insured for?
I think the number came back as, with that little sort of sideways 8.
Okay, yeah, that seems... Now, here's the thing. Iago does not strike me as a man who needs money.
No. So maybe somebody on his team wants money, or something else.
What about that Nesta guy?
And that's where I'm a little bit suspicious, because he was well keen to help us repel some pirates. What better way to ingratiate yourself with the security team than to do that, and then later on betray
I
them?
mean, he wasn't very good at it, to be fair.
Yeah, but that's not the point.
No.
He's got to be seen to be defending.
I don't
But-
know. It seems odd
I
that
mean-
you would want to throw your lot in working for someone who's obviously got money and power to just make off with some cash. Even this seems like he's hard up for money.
Yeah, I'm not saying it's a great theory, but it's not completely beyond the realms of possibility either.
Wait,
I mean-
sorry. Out of character, what were the names of the security guys? The ones that are always
Mel-
around Iago?
Malbec and Jocasta are his personal security detail, and they also head up his security while he's at his mansion. So they deal with things like access and exit, vetting people to come in, things like that. Nesta manages the art collection itself, so he's like the curator. He sort of manages acquisitions and sales and keeps the whole thing ticking over. Bob is Bob.
Yay,
Iago is-
Bob!
Good old.
Hold on. So, in theory, if Iago hires an outside team, which leaves, God, I'm sorry, the names just went in and out of my head.
Malbec and Jocasta.
Marbach and Chester, yes, which leaves them either out of a job or looking stupid.
Yeah.
They're the only ones. I don't think anybody else is going to need this apart from people who have to keep their jobs. And security, they could hire us instead.
Yeah, it may also be that it's some of those rival collectors that Ryder just mentioned as well.
Mm.
So,
To be fair, we have to get to the planet. Is the planet we're going to?
You guys, yeah.
All right, his planet
Planet.
mansion.
Planet. Okay.
We're going to his planet mansion. We might end up meeting with people there. We haven't actually gone anywhere other than gotten on a ship and gotten punched.
Yeah.
I wonder if there's one of us could maybe talk to Nesta and try and glean a little bit more information about his relationship with Iago.
Well,
That
bad.
sounds-
He's on the ship.
I mean, I could do it, but I've just been to speak to Iago to let him know that everything's okay and ask him who his enemies were, so it might look a little bit suspicious if I'm then interviewing everyone else.
No offense, guys. I love you both very much, but I think that this requires a little bit more of a subtle test.
Bath's
I
doing it.
agree, Buff.
Okay,
Off you
so
go. Good work, Bath.
what now?
Right now.
Yeah, no time like the present.
Fine.
While
Yes, Buff gets-
while the memory is still fresh of us beating the hell out of the Sharon in people's minds.
Yeah, also, we need all of the facts in our favour before we arrive at the thing.
Yes.
You know?
Yeah, that is the point. You also still have the Sheeran, who you haven't fed or anything yet.
Oh yeah, right. We should
Oh,
probably check on Sharon.
Yeah, what did Sharon eat?
Well, we
Uh.
want to get as many facts as possible so we can then cross-reference them with the Sharon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe we should just do like an inspector call setting where we just interview everybody. But it might be better to wait until we've gotten to our destination.
Well, people can skedaddle when they get to our destination. They're
Oh,
trapped
true.
in a spaceship at the moment.
Yeah, there's
I
nowhere
guess
they
let's
can go.
let's get the Sharon first then,
The only escape vessel's the shit box. And I
because then we can cross-reference information it gives us.
Hmm.
Okay, I guess we march to the
All of you, just down to
yeah we march to the
We've
broom
got our
cupboard.
Sherlock Holmes hats on.
Yeah, damn right we do. We're sleuthing this.
Where, the Sharon's just in a broom cupboard. We just tied it up and left it there.
I think so.
Yeah, that's pretty much what you seem to do.
Great.
Great.
Yay! He's going to be thrilled to see us.
I mean, he's thrilled that he's not dead, but
Yeah.
I mean, he probably knows that the others are dead by now. Oh, I know. Radar, bring along that armor you've got. That way he'll know that we took out their leader.
Oh, you sure
wait,
it's
what?
like
arm?
the really fancy, expensive armor I'm not allowed to wear?
Oh, cool.
That's a
Yeah.
bit-
The one that's shaped for a Sharon. Oh, I mean, we're not going to use it straight away. It's just he doesn't believe us.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. If he was in this campaign, they would have collected it.
Yeah, we would have
Yeah,
done
we
it.
know.
They'd have done it already. We know.
But they can't because they're miles away.
All right, let's go beat this Sharon. I mean, interrogate the Sharon.
I mean, we've got.
Do I need to provide you with that one copy of the Geneva Convention again? The Space
Rasmus
Geneva
like,
Convention.
what's Geneva?
The one Ryder was using as a coaster, you mean?
Wasn't that
Yeah.
one of your songs?
Geneva is a small
Yeah, no,
planet in the MIDI system. It's where they send war criminals to be tried.
Oh God.
Oh no, sorry, that's Space Hague.
Yeah, I was going to say that's Planet Hague.
Yeah.
This means nothing to me. Geneva.
Hums Ryder as they walk down the hallway with their Sheeran beating implements.
I mean, I can take the left shoulder pad off of the armor. That would
Like,
show
what?
him what's
Well,
happening.
how are we doing this? Are we gonna like threaten? I feel like we've like threatened him pretty much as much as we're going to. Maybe we could like offer him something like, look, we'll let you go, but we want all the information.
We don't need to threaten him anymore. Let's do something.
Yeah, I think we've done a bad cop. This is a good cop.
Oh, okay.
Well, we have a list of people that may be implemented in the attack. We could, if he can't give us a name, we could ask him if anything sounds familiar, even though it was anonymous.
Well, yeah, we should ask him anyway. Maybe he'll know more than he was letting on.
Yeah, basically what you know so far from him is that he was a peon in all this. He just does what his captain tells him to do. He didn't get to see the transmission. Everyone that got to see the transmission is
dead.
I was trying to think of a nice way of saying dead, but no, they are all dead.
No, they are so dead.
Spaced.
They're hella dead. Things you do have include this Sheeran, who could be useful. The stuff you downloaded from the Sheeran's boarding craft.
Oh yeah.
Which you will need to put some effort into decoding, but
I can do that while you guys interview this guy if you want.
Let's sit together. So
Wait, no. Before we go and interview the Sheeran, let's decode this because it might give us some intel we can use against him to get more intel.
Okay.
All right.
I'm gonna try and decode the thing, if that's okay, RJ.
Yep. You will need to roll computers.
I will need to roll computers. That's 14 on the dice.
So
Do I get any situational bonuses?
You're not being shot at, so you don't get a penalty.
Excellent. That is 27.
27's good. That's a solid computers roll.
That is.
Yeah. So you hook up the confiscated computer to your engineer's tools.
To my face.
To your face. You just pop out one of your eyeballs. There's a USB stick behind it.
I mean, sure.
How do you actually interface if you don't have a engineer's toolkit?
So one of his robot arms, basically, you lift up the bicep panel, and there's some interface cables he pulls out.
Nice. Okay, you do that. That's a lot less creepy than doing it with your eye.
I was going to do it with the eye initially, but you beat me to it, and I didn't want that because it's not mine then.
Yeah. So after probably sort of 10 or 15 minutes worth of solid computing effort, you have access to the logs.
Yeah.
All insurance. Some of them are damaged because you didn't safely eject hardware.
Ryder.
All right.
That and you took them from a pretty exploded ship.
Ryder.
Am I apologising? That was your idea.
Also, Ryder hit the control thing with a sword at one point.
Did I?
Oh yeah. Yeah, you did.
When?
When you remember when you were in the chair and you're all spinning around.
Oh yeah. Well, there was a lot of spinning around in there, so yeah, I'll give you that.
You stabbed him, and then sorry, no. Technically, the Sheeran is the one that hit it with a sword. But...
Ha! Take your apology back and eat it.
That's fine. We'll go and kick him.
Shove it up your fat coyote.
You can't kick him; he's dead.
Shove it up your butt.
Anyway, yeah. So you can access. There's reams of transmissions.
Reams of it.
Reams. Most of them are irrelevant. They're talking about what they're doing, where they're going to be, tips they've got for decent bounties. A lot of files that are
So we're looking for info on contracts for Iago specifically. Fourth Dawn. Use that as a search term.
Yeah, let's narrow by the Fourth Dawn. Or the Fourth Dawn's transponder code.
That brings up the original message, the one you've seen before, where the anonymous creature transmits the details for capturing the Fourth Dawn.
Well, we know it's one of the six-limbed guys, don't we? We know that much.
You think it. It's anonymous, but I think one of you was able to decipher enough of the transmission to see that it looks like it's one of the Kasatha. It is a Kasatha.
Yeah. See?
But you can't identify any characteristics that would narrow it down to one person.
Yes.
And you're about to land on a planet occupied by the Kasatha.
So,
it also
did we know if his rival he mentioned was a Kasatha? Did he tell us that? Kasathan?
So, did you know?
Well, he mentioned those two rivals, but I don't remember. We didn't ask if they were Kasathan or whatever.
no, we didn't.
Oh, you didn't ask. You just go and ask.
Right, go back in there and say, "Hey, what race are those guys?"
You do it.
I didn't talk with him. You did.
So?
You want me to walk in and say, "Hey, we haven't spoken about any of this at all, but why did you get
him
to talk
once.
to you?"
Go bother him again.
Actually, if these guys are like rich moguls, can I look them up then with like a culture or something?
Yeah, you can do. You can
I'm
do
not
a cold
walking in there and being like, "Hey, by the way, what race are these guys?" That sounds terrible.
Yeah, fair enough.
Okay, so you want to do a culture roll to see what you know about Hertz and what you know about Holmst.
Okay.
Wow, these names.
Hertz and Holtz.
Holmst.
Hertz and Holtz.
W-H-O-L-M-S-T. W-H-O-L-M-S-T.
Holmst.
Holmst.
What?
I'm not giving you his full name.
Okay. Culture, right. So it's that's a nat 20 plus 5. Well, that's a lot.
That's a lot.
Yeah, I got.
Do you have a number?
Yeah,
Okay,
I got 12.
with the
I got
roll of
12
a
plus
lot,
20 is 34.
There we go.
with the roll of a lot, you know their star signs.
All right. Are they in like Teen Art Throb? Teen Art Throb magazine has their star signs, birthday, favorite foods, the whole thing.
You know their horoscope for October.
Yeah.
It's about to become a whole lot worse.
I did a quiz once. It told me which one of them was going to be my husband.
That is.
With your roll, you know that Hertz is a woman, so...
Oh, well, okay.
You are a Karen.
No.
Yeah, so what are you asking? You just want to know if either of them are Kasatha?
Yeah, basically.
Holmst is a Kasatha, Hertz is not.
What is Hertz?
Hertz is human.
Okay.
Human, sir.
Yeah, well, I don't trust him.
Well, we have two known, I don't want to say antagonists, I guess rivals.
Yeah, I mean, with your role, you know that Hertz, she's fairly high up in high society. She's on the up and up, it would appear. She runs a respectable collection of her own within a museum which charges an exorbitant amount for other rich and wealthy people to come visit and view the artifacts on display there.
Sounds
She
fair.
makes a good income just from having her collection, and then on the side she just runs media and advertising.
So, Bath explains this to the others and goes, Holmst is Kasathan. Maybe we can ask something if they recognize the name.
Okay, so Holmst is the rival business partner. They also work in acquisitions. They're fiercely territorial. So one of the things about Kasatha is they have a very strong clan/house structure, and the houses love to fight with each other.
Interesting.
And Holmst and Iago are definitely not from the same house.
Holmst and Iago are not from the same house.
Okay.
But
Very
within that, people who are within the same house are fiercely loyal to each other. If they're rival houses, then they can be amicable.
Wait, can you be a member of a house if you're not?
I imagine it's like the Klingons. Like, they have different houses.
Yeah, I mean, it's Stardate, whatever it is. I'm sure it's somebody's box tradition a bit.
Yeah. You can't assume these things
Of course,
currently.
That is me literally like assuming that Holmst is like married into Kasathan
It's
high
like
society.
working theory.
Yeah.
It's not the kind of thing that doesn't happen. This is, although a little outside Baphomet's like remit, because obviously she was a pop star. That's like asking Michael Jackson about the Louvre. He might know, but not necessarily likely.
So you can marry into a house and become part of it, or two houses can marry and form like a compound house.
Cool.
Which also goes some way to explain the stupid names they have.
Okay, all right. Well, that gives us one. Let's go and speak to this Sheeran and see what we can find out from them with this new information.
Yeah, well, we got some info now, so good for cross-referencing. Now, remember, we're not threatening him, right? I think he's had quite enough of a rough day already.
Right, we're giving him the good cop.
That's right. It's fine. We'll start gentle. Radar goes in there and punches him in the face.
No, right.
You were sleeping.
Not anymore, he isn't.
Now he's awake.
He was sleeping. He is no longer sleeping. A robot has walked into the room and a cyborg has walked into the room and slapped him out of his happy dream. He dreamed that he was flying free in the faraway place of not here.
Radar.
Well, he's not. So
What? What?
What did we just... Never mind.
Why? Why you hit the Sheeran?
Sorry, listen. We know you've had a bit of a rough day. We're to ask you a few questions. There will be no more violence against you.
I mean, I'm just saying his rough day could get rougher.
He whimpers.
Baffy, over to you.
What? All right.
I'm not even sorry.
I thought Radar was doing the thing. He's got all the information.
I've told you everything I've found, so you're armed with...
He's doing the bad cop, bad cop.
Yeah, I thought I was like good cop, bad cop, but there's no good cop.
Yeah.
There is his Bath. Bath's a good one.
Fine.
When she's not murdering people.
Bath goes over and she goes, listen, I have some bad news for you.
He looks.
It seems that your crew didn't make it. Unfortunately, it was them or us, and in the end, well, it was us.
You killed entire Sheeran crew?
Well, I mean, I don't want to say killed or entire, but yes.
They are dead.
Yep.
No, he looks crestfallen.
But it's not the end for you. Now, this guy behind me, he's a real piece of work. He wants you dead. Me, I feel like you suffered enough.
Radar, can you like beat your fist into the palm of your hand?
Don't look at me.
He's just sat there not paying attention, but he's got a knife and he's cleaning the shit from under his fingernails.
Oh no!
If you look at me in the eyes, he'll get dangerous. Just look at me. Just look
Don't look at his eye.
Who's looking at me?
No one's looking.
Who's looking at my eye?
No.
He has compound eyes. He can't not look at you.
We need some information, and if you help us, then we'll let you go free. We don't feel like you're a threat to us anymore, and really, there's no need for any more bloodshed. What do you say?
But what if Steve doesn't have the information you need? What will you do to Steve?
I mean, look,
We'll let you go as well. It's just.
We'll let you go, but you'll probably be like slightly less unmolested. If I'm being completely honest with you, you may be left over to the authorities. I don't know, maybe be missing an arm. I wouldn't want to panic you, but he does that a lot.
If you don't have the information we need,
all of you to the other end of the cupboard.
If you don't have the information you need, you get to get off this ship right now.
We have landed?
No, there's an airlock. And we're at Slipstream.
Here's antenna droop.
Not
All
the
right,
water
look,
park, by the way.
That's fine. We don't need to go entirely into it. Why don't we just ask them the questions? Number one, do you know of any? Do you know who sent you? Did you hear anything? Did you maybe, see something?
Steve doesn't know. Steve only runs maintenance and occasionally runs boarding on the ship. Steve wasn't party to who hired. Only Mantis and the upper crew knew who.
Right. There.
Steve promises he's telling.
Is this Mantis? And she points to Radar to show off the armor.
Show off the armor.
That was Captain Mantis.
Right. Yeah. He can't help us right now. The only person who can help us is you, and the only person who can help you is also you. Help us help you.
Help us all.
Steve is telling the truth. Steve was never told anything from the upper decks. All Steve heard was that we'd been contracted for a really good deal with an unnamed party, and that we were told all we had to do was capture this ship and take alive as prisoners all the Kasatha on board, and that we were allowed to keep the ship and everything valuable on it so long as we achieved that.
Steve, you wait there. You've been very helpful. Give me a second.
Don't move
How
or
many
snap your legs.
Kasatha are on board, guys? Do we know? Like, we've only met 3, right? 2, 3?
So, we've got Malback and Jocasta.
They're not.
They're not, okay. We've got Nestor. He's definitely Jocasta.
He's a Kasatha.
Mm-hmm. This Homst guy, his business rival, not on board the ship, is a Kasatha.
Yep.
Who else? Is the captain one?
The captain is, yep.
Okay. We've got the captain. Bridge crew? Is there anyone else?
It's a smattering. So
Can
you've
we
got...
just go look at is that okay? You get his number. I was going to say we could bring it up on like the ship's logs or something.
There is a ship manifest that will give you a list of everyone that's on board.
Yeah, let's ask for that, and we'll just like peruse that at our leisure that way. Probably easier than like.
Just going over.
I don't think the show knows anything. I think he really is just like
Nodding
really useless for a moment.
Just a fucking drone. Ugh.
Yeah, I think he's just a drone. We should have taken Mantis.
We should have done,
taken
but
Mantis.
Radar wanted a
Mantis
new
is so much
set of armor.
Hey, I didn't kill him.
Well,
I
no,
think it
you
was the
tried
sea
pretty
advert.
hard.
I did try pretty hard because he was trying to kill me. Now, don't just blame this on me. All right, Bath melted his mind.
I could let him kill you next time.
No, I'm great. Don't get me wrong. I'm grateful you did.
Really?
But
'Cause
I
it
don't
sounds
think
like you're
Mantis.
bitching. It really does sound like you're
Mantis was a problem. All right, and Mantis has been dealt with, so we're good.
Oh wait, I have one more question. Steve, where is your base? Where do you lot come from?
Sheeran's started as a swarm, as a single collective. Steve was part of that swarm, but then we disbanded. We don't know why, but everything just fell apart and we were left to ourselves.
So you had your ship. Where do you take base, or do you just live as space flotilla?
The ship is our base.
Okay. So they don't come from anywhere.
Well,
Not anymore.
Okay.
it's not Yarn anymore. It's
Sheerans have no homeworld now.
floating in several pieces in space at the moment.
We're all very alone.
So, if we did drop you off, what would happen to you? Would you have to find yourself a new hive? What would happen to you?
Stiv would try and find his hive again. Stiv would rejoin his hive.
Oh.
Stiv's friends.
Well, I feel slightly better about dropping him off when we reach our destination now, and not in space radar.
He's nodding profusely behind you.
Oh shit, you can't see me just giving you sort of like the patronising grin.
Ryder starts doing that back and then just frowns at him when she realises what's going on. Baff, I don't think we're going to get any more out of this guy.
No, I agree. But what do we do with him?
Space.
We keep him in here, wait till we get to our destination. Then I guess he'll have to go to prison for his crimes.
Yeah, meta, but he is very much going to prison.
Yeah.
Okay, that sounds good to me.
He attacked a millionaire's ship. He's going to prison.
Yeah.
Well, let's leave this guy in the lock and go check out the manifest.
Yeah.
I guess we can go to the bridge for that.
Yeah. Well,
So you can access it from the bridge or from the cargo deck, which is basically where they keep food stuff, luxury items, just stuff that Nesta's picked up. Nesta and Iago.
Luxury tablecloths.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. There is... No, all the luxury tablecloths have been locked away for some reason.
Oh, Baffy.
Wait, I took one. It's one. I put it back anyway.
You took one. Which you're now wearing as a cape, unless you've
We
changed
don't even
it.
have a tape. Oh, yeah, she left it behind. She's not going to walk around it on their ship with their clothing on.
Their
That.
tablecloth. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
Okay,
definite.
so let's pull up a manifest of the crew then.
Yeah, so you can do that by asking the captain, or you can do it from the cargo deck or the bridge. Whereabouts are you doing it from?
Let's do it away from people, so as not to arouse suspicion from any one particular person.
The cargo deck.
Let's do it in cargo.
We can
deck.
do that. Let's do it in the cargo deck.
Once we're sort of
by the way.
Scooby-Dooing around, yeah.
I mean,
You do understand I wasn't actually going to inject him into space. Inject?
Inject
him into space.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know,
And
I
that-
just think he was terrified enough already without you saying
He was-
things like that.
fucking terrified.
Good. That means he's compliant.
No, people, they say whatever they want, they think that
Say what they think you want to
their
hear.
interviewers
So
want to
you won't
hear,
have
I'm
them.
afraid.
But,
Yeah.
And if they've got that information, which you've already said, we want this information, they'll give it to you.
And if we don't like the information he gives us, he's fucked double time.
But they also
Yeah.
might distort it if they're too afraid.
But they'll also just give you nothing. Otherwise, they could tell you anything, and you, as long as they're fine.
To be
why would
fair,
they
guys,
tell
the
you
only thing that he told us is that he didn't know, which, frankly, I'm inclined to believe.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
Our best bet now is to try to find out who might have sent this. We don't know it came from anywhere.
Right then, let's have a look at these this crew that Iago has.
Yeah, so you can bring it up. So this is a luxury yacht. It doesn't carry hundreds of people. You have one captain, 4 engineers, a pilot and a co-pilot, and that's it. Aside from the crew, which is you guys, Nesta, Bob, Iago, Malbec, and Jocasta, and a Sheeran.
Fair enough. And how many of these people are Kasathans?
So you have the captain, who's a Kasathan, 2 of the engineers, and 1 of the pilots.
And obviously Nesta.
Oh yeah,
And
so,
Iago.
and Nesta and
Iago.
Iago.
Wait, so are either of his security guys?
No, they're not. One of them is an android, and one of them is human.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
The other detail which I haven't mentioned until now is that the android is like an android version of the human, or the human is like a human version of the android.
Oh, they're like interspecies twins.
Sorta.
I dislike that.
Why?
Robot imitation is infiltration.
Again, not a robot.
Yeah, they're an android. So
Androids are considered not
They are.
robots per se, but they are considered like a race, and they
No,
are
they're
the effective
living.
like
Yeah.
yeah. But they are
They
basically
are.
a race, like the elves of the sport, I guess, but with computer shit.
Yeah. they are sentient as well.
Mm.
So they're not unthinking machines. Or
I think pretty much any android is going to get really pissy if you keep calling them robots, because that's that's not what they're going to like.
Nope.
and they have a soul.
Also, you are literally mostly machine. Like, I don't understand what your beef is.
Yeah, I know.
It's
Oh, right.
derogatory.
You're derogatory.
I'm really not.
Sounds pretty derogatory.
All right, so we got the info. Do we want to like interview these guys or something?
We can do. We should probably do it in a smart way so as not to alert the other one.
Oh, that's a point.
Or, you know, hey guys, they're rounding up all of the Kasathans and interviewing them. That might look a little bit dicey.
Okay, well, we know that all the Kasathans who are here are part of the crew, right? They can't go anywhere.
But they can tell one another what to say.
They can talk to one another.
They will chat amongst each other if you start interviewing people.
Yeah, so maybe not doing that while we're stuck on the ship with them, just in case. Even if nothing comes of it, we're going to probably make enemies we don't need to make.
But the second we get off the ship, they can go wherever they want and do whatever they want, and maybe disappear if they need to.
Yes.
That's what I'm worried about.
Yeah.
The amount of time you've got left before the ship lands, you won't be able to interview all people.
So, who do we want to interview first? I kind of want to talk to Nestor.
Yeah, let's start with Nestor.
Yeah, Nestor has joined Iago in Iago's quarters, and they're running through plans for expanding his collection. Have you just walked in, or are you peering through the keyhole? I mean, the door's not closed. It's not a secret meeting or anything.
Well, I mean, I could just sneak in and spy on them if I wanted to.
Do you want to sneak in and spy on them? Because that'd be
Yeah, we can. We within our rights just ask them, hey, we're hired to do a job. We want to talk to you.
I like the idea of the otter just sneaking in invisibly.
And just listening to their conversation.
And listening to a really dull conversation about high art.
Or they may be, like, proposing to one another, and Ryder just is in the on the ceiling while this happens. Oh my god! How dramatic!
Wow.
Cute. Bob would definitely get a ring back.
Aw.
Absolute violation of privacy.
Yep. Voyeuristic, some would say.
I mean, we can kill two birds with one stone this week. They're both together. We could talk them together or separately.
Yeah, you can do.
I don't know. There may be some things that Nestor will say or won't say in the company of Iago, and some questions we want to ask in the company of Iago.
If we can't subtly, well, no.
We can't subtly anything.
One thing, if we can't subtly say, hey, we'd like to have a quick conversation with Nestor, do you mind? I don't see why he wouldn't let us do that.
Yeah. Okay.
Plus, you've already told Iago that there were other Kasathans, right?
Yeah, I have said we'll be doing some snooping around and finding out questions. So I think he's expecting some sort of interview to happen at some point.
Yeah. I mean, Nestor and Iago, are you okay with you doing whatever?
Yeah,
Well, yeah,
they know us. The other ones don't even know us. It's like it's either they know us, whereas if we go to the captain and be like, "Hey, what's up?" Fucking
Yeah.
Meanwhile, the captain's up on the deck. He's looking for better job opportunities.
Oh, what a pussy! He gets boarded one time and he's leaving the job.
First and last time for being boarded by pirates and having his unblemished record for successful cruises just obliterated.
It was a successful cruise. Nobody got hurt.
He was captain of a ship that successfully repelled pirates.
Yeah. That sounds like a good vibe for him.
Yeah, this is start something great.
Maybe he is searching for his next rung up the ladder now that he has that on his CV.
Yeah, Admiral. Yeah. Like the way he tells it, he personally repelled the pirates.
I like how everyone in this. So Nestor believes he personally repelled the pirates.
Yeah, it's like, you guys are lucky I was there with Bob, because otherwise you might have got punched in the face.
Everyone lies on their CV. So yeah, if possible, we'd like to have a quiet word with Nestor.
Yeah. So do you just knock on the door and?
Yeah, I'll knock on the door again.
Cool. Is it all of you up there?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Cool. Team Laika has arrived. Nestor leans sort of back to look around the door. Like, oh, hello.
Hello again. Is there any way we can have a quick word with Nestor alone?
So Iago's. I don't see why not. Is there anything wrong? Is there more pirates coming? Or?
No, there's nothing wrong. We'd just like to ask a few questions.
More pirates coming. Yeah, we need Nestor to repel the pirates. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, there's an entire battalion of pirates off the starboard bow. We just need Nestor real quick.
Yeah.
Of course, Nestor, you're free. We can discuss these plans at any time, really. Nestor's fine. Yes, we'll pick this up later. Shuts down the data pads and hands them over to Iago. Sort of peruse over. Shall we take this to the boardroom?
Sure. Wait, there's a boardroom? Cool.
Wow.
Ryder's going to nudge Baffy in the side. Boardroom, Baffy.
Baffy like, I know what a boardroom is. Be cool.
Ryder's never been in a boardroom.
So you go to the boardroom, and it's accessed by a pair of double doors, which bring you into a long, thin room topped with an executive-looking, polished mahogany table with golden lay.
Fancy.
There's an open access computer port at one end with a large display, some very nice comfortable chairs, a couple of cups which have all sort of tumbled about the place because they were just stacked before. So yeah, Nesta takes a seat and Bob sort of curls up in his lap.
He's the best thing about this crew.
But what is it you'd like to discuss?
So, got a few questions. First things first, how long have you known Mr. Iago?
Oh, Iago and I, well, decades, I'd say.
Interesting.
Yes.
What house are you two from? Are you from the same house?
Oh no, we're from adjacent houses. This is a companionship between our two houses, I'd say.
Oh, I see. That's
it was
quite
necessary
unusual for your culture, isn't it?
Not necessarily.
Sometimes
Sometimes
it's really not.
Isn't it?
Sometimes it's necessary for houses to work together to achieve a common aim. Occasionally will pool resources. It's true that there are occasionally messy dealings between rival houses. It's a torrid affair on occasion. Jealousy can often prevail. But in this instance, it seems to have provided a wonderfully fruitful relationship. We've made, well, for starters, I've gained insight into one of the greatest art collections this side of the Drift, and out of it, Iago has gained a reputation for being a savvy collector.
Indeed. To the point where a gang of pirates are hired to try and kidnap him.
Disgraceful. And curious as well. There's few they're even aware that the obelisk has been procured by Iago.
Do you
Curious to
know
me that-
who those people are?
Who knows? Well, initially it would have been myself. I procured it for him. Iago, of course, between you and I, he has a mouth for describing some of the finer things in his collection, and word travels quickly.
So he's a bit close.
I suppose, yes. Initially, I was rather hoping that it would be kept on the lowdown. And
Can I just ask, like, do we get a sense of how old these two are? Like, is Iago like a young Elon Musk type or something? What are we dealing with here? Like, is he the kind of person to make silly enemies for no reason?
No, he's more like the Bill Gates type.
Okay.
Okay, like a philanthropist.
Philanthropist, but also impressively wealthy. Someone
Lot of
who,
enemies.
like, you can look at him and initially you can't judge how much money he has just by looking at him, but he always seems to have enough. Like, he can go out and just one day buy a planet. He's old money, basically.
Right. Okay.
And he's probably in his 60s.
All right. And they're both about the same age anyway.
Nesta's slightly younger, so Nesta's maybe sort of 40s. So, yeah, Nesta's probably up and coming within his house or within the partnership between the houses, whereas Iago is the established wealth.
So he's using Iago to, like, social climb, basically.
It's a mutually beneficial arrangement between houses. So,
Hmm.
so yeah, he's gaining social standing, and he gets to do what he likes, which is build collections of art.
But make an art collection.
And
Okay, for all of this information that has been told to us, can I do a sense motive roll on it?
sense motive against who?
Against Nestor. I want to see if he's telling the truth, or if... Because if he is in any way implicated with this, and a security team started interviewing him, I would imagine he'd get a little bit nervous.
Yeah, you can roll for it.
Okay. Ugh. So that's a 14.
I believe
overall.
every word you say.
Well, it's more like you can't tell.
Yeah, he's talking genuine as far as I can tell.
Right. Okay.
Let's ask him about those other salesmen. Like, does he have any dealings with them? Has he ever worked with them? Like, he's working with Iago now, and they're not from the same house. Has he ever worked with these other guys? Homst? Have you ever had any dealings with him? Do you know him?
I mean, the houses have dealt with each other. He's a rival, but there's been amicable arrangements in the past. Generally, there's not much crossover.
Would you bear with us a moment, please, Nesta? We'll like take a cute pew in the corner.
You're just huddling.
Yeah, just do a huddle.
Detective Huddle.
All right.
So, what are we thinking?
This guy sounds dodgy as fuck.
Really hungry.
What?
What?
If there's some kind of a rival out there, and they had like an inside man, that could work.
So far, this person seems like the most implicable. They have the strongest motive.
What is his motive?
They are strong business rivals, and...
Oh, I thought it was about Nestor. I was like, well, this guy's riding his coattails. Why did he do this?
This Holmst guy, they're strong business rivals. They're from rival houses, and Iago has blathered about his latest acquisition.
Yeah, not the smartest move.
And maybe this Holmst guy is looking to get one up on him by stealing it.
It sounds like... Actually, wait, would this guy, Holmst, would he be... actually, I'll ask Mr. Where would Holmst be? He won't be on the planet we're heading to, would he?
Oh, yes.
What?
A lot of the Kasathas base their homes at
What?
Perry.
Oh, I thought this was like a private planet type deal. Right, okay. That's interesting information. Goes back to the huddle. Alright, so, this guy's going to be there then.
Yeah.
That calls a lot of different things into asking.
Yeah, I've got some alarm bells going off now.
What are you thinking, guys?
Well, maybe they're both working together. How about that?
It could
But
be.
what does he get out of it?
Hertz and Holmst. Maybe Hertz is after the obelisk, and Holmst is just looking to get one up on a rival clan member.
They get Iago out of the way. Hertz gets the art. Holmes gets rid of a rival.
Yeah, maybe they're teamed up.
Yeah.
Can I just ask again? Like, has anyone else seen the obelisk?
So I procured the obelisk personally.
Get it from, if I may ask.
It was recovered through an excavation, actually. An abandoned moon orbiting a planet in the further reaches. It wasn't known why it was buried there, or how it came to be there, or even how it was created. Some of the greatest scientific minds in Query have put their efforts into determining what purpose it served.
So a lot of people are aware of this thing, basically.
Yes.
Sounds like the entire scientific community.
Yeah, it sounds like a lot of people are aware of this thing.
Considering you're holding what is basically a galactic battery in your hand, that's pretty interesting.
Yeah, so the people that know about it, Nesta obviously, Iago obviously, the expedition crew, although they wouldn't have known it was fine art, they'd have just seen it as an interesting thing that's been discovered on your dig, sir. There'll be
200 scientists.
Well, not 200 scientists. The scientists would have been part of Iago's team, so they'll have run their analysis on it, trying to figure out what it is or what purpose it served. Hit a blank and just decided it's a cool-looking thing. It's been appraised, of course. The appraisers determined it on its artistic value alone and its rarity, and the fact that nothing like it's been seen within the High Art Society before, and valued it at...
Wait, hold on. It's been shown to the High Art Society?
Oh no, it hasn't been shown to the High Art Society, but...
Okay. Because everyone's fucking seen this thing now.
An appraiser's determined that it is worth amount.
1 metric shit ton, yeah.
There is not a number big enough for its value.
Alright, so...
And so Nesta would have preferred that not everyone in the universe knew that it existed. But the thing is, at some point, people are going to see it, because the whole purpose of this, as even a super expensive, incredibly rare artifact, is that you want to show, come look at my incredibly rare artifact.
Yeah.
Thing. I don't know what it does.
I am 3 flavors of baller. Exit through the gift shop.
And Nesta, is there any chance that we might come into contact with Master Holmst and Lady Hertz?
I imagine so. They mingle. We can set up a meeting, I'm sure. Whether or not they choose to accept it would be up to them. We'd have to have a purpose for the meeting, of course.
Of course.
I don't know if that's such a good idea. If they are implicated, we don't want them to know that people are onto them, because then they'll start covering their tracks.
I'm thinking more of a keep our eyes on them kind of thing. If we can schmooze them a bit.
Once security is firmed up and this threat of theft has passed, I know Iago will want to display it, so I'm sure it could be arranged for you to be present at the unveiling ceremony, and I'm sure Holmst and many other people would.
When is the unveiling ceremony?
It hasn't been scheduled yet, but first we want to get the threat of this theft behind us.
Is there anything else you think you could tell us, Nesta? Anything could be useful. Anything that you maybe slipped your mind?
He just looks blank. I don't know what I should know.
Shit! Wait, have we told him that we know it's Kasath on the recording?
No, we've not made that
No, we haven't.
abundantly clear.
It's hard to do huddles when we're like sitting about 5 feet away.
Yeah. You're just like occasionally just turning to each other.
And we can't do like psychic messages because then we're just staring at him blankly while thinking to each other.
Drubbling slightly.
Yeah, but I don't like.
I mean, he already thinks you're a bit weird, so.
He hired us.
Okay, then fine. Then we just.
Would you just
just 1 second while we stare at each other quietly?
Yeah. The other thing is, he alone didn't hire you. You were like selected from a shortlist.
I'm worried that we're on some kind of list, by the way.
We are mercenaries.
Yeah, who made the list?
Yeah.
So it makes it like good mercenary groups, I guess, the ones that are alive.
It's where it turns out that during that party, during Hydrophobia, we all got drunk and decided it'd be a good idea to make an advert on fucking mercenaries.anonymous.com.
He would absolutely flip their shit if you did that.
Yeah, so would Radar.
Yeah. So would Ryder, in fact.
Yeah, I think even Bath wouldn't be that down for that. All right, so here's our list, right? It's probably not Iago.
We should hope not.
Yeah, I mean, unless it's some kind of weird insurance scam, I doubt it. It's probably not Nestor. It might be Nestor, but even if it is, he already has had plenty of opportunity to get hold of it. It's probably not anybody else in the crew, because these guys, well, I mean, they don't seem to be like really clued in apart from doing their jobs. I reckon if anybody is dodgy, or anybody's like to be looked at, rather, it's probably Iago's on security detail, Hertz and Holmes, and I reckon Nestor might know more than he's letting on.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah.
Baffy, we may be able to get slightly more of a one-up on this guy. Could you maybe, like, probe him psychically without him knowing? Just to see if he's telling the truth.
The most I'd have to link with him to like read his mind, and he'd know.
Yeah.
He would know if you tried to probe his mind. You can't do it without.
Yeah,
that
just
is
do it. Okay.
also a little bit.
Try and get paid here, guys.
Well, no, but we're only going to get paid if we stop this thing being stolen.
No, I know. I'm like, if you get hired by somebody and go to the house and destroy it looking for shit, then maybe they won't pay you.
Maybe. Maybe.
Unless you're super creepy and do it while he's sleeping.
Are
you done asking Nesta questions now? I was saying you've probably got only a couple of hours left at this point before the ship's landing.
You know what? I'd like to check on just to make sure. I'd like to check on the puppy, make sure that nothing happened to it. No one's fucked with it.
Check on what?
The puppy.
Or ship, yeah.
Oh, your ship. Yeah.
Oh,
you
ship
probably want.
Because the last thing I want to do is get in the ship and be like, "They're sure," and just blow it up. It's like, oh.
Oh.
I can go out there and check it if you want. In fact, I'm not doing much here in the questioning. Do you want me to go out and do it now?
Alrighty.
Well, let's all go.
Yeah.
This is my shit box. This is what I get for hunting big dinosaurs.
You stole it from a dinosaur.
Yeah,
I
you
didn't
stole
steal
the
it from a
dinosaur
goddamn dinosaur.
you
You
did.
say
You stole
that,
the
but-
dinosaur things.
I didn't, alright? I got paid for the job and I went and bought it because I wanted a fixer-upper.
No, you told us you
did it.
found it after killing
Yeah.
some dinosaurs.
In a storage yard that was selling ships.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Owned ships and had dinosaurs.
Yeah. No, wait, no, there were no dinosaurs. Stop it.
Doubt.
Well, I'll go and check that. You guys keep questioning.
B could have known the dinosaurs.
Also,
Yeah, Radar, if you want to give me a computers and an engineering role.
because I'm not stressed, can I take 20 on them?
Yeah, sure, run for it.
Okay, so that would be math. That would be the maximum I could roll, which would be 33 for the computers, and for the engineering would be 35.
Yeah, you do a full diagnostic of the puppy. It's a piece of crap.
It is. It's why it's called the shitbox.
Seriously though, it is entirely fine. Nobody has meddled with it. Astoundingly, all of the damage from the ship being rammed into the pirate ship and from you blowing up the other pirate ship, all the shrapnel missed the puppy.
That's all right. We were the other side of the ship. We were in the shadow of the thing. Thank you, Ryder. We're fine. We're good. Everything's good.
Yep.
Cool.
It is entirely functional. Nobody has meddled with it. It hasn't been damaged by stuff peeling off the enemy ships.
I guess before we
Before
we land, I guess
before we land.
Yeah, well, I need to. Oh, we got like an hour. I can't regain any spell slots.
We should probably heal up Radar.
Because
Sure.
you'll have opportunities to rest at the mansion, but you will be on the clock at that point.
Yeah.
We're on the clock, going to sleep.
So we should probably get a quick power nap in now, just in case.
Yeah, I guess if I can do a short rest, that'll do.
Okay, well, thank you, Nestor. You've been most helpful.
So you're just gonna have like power naps.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We go thank you and they immediately fall asleep.
Just literally pass out there on the spot.
Yeah.
Pass even stood up.
Yeah.
Yeah, what I'm willing to say for the rest of this journey, you can just take some time. In the time remaining, you'll get back to your bumps. You have a chance to wash, take a deep nap, enjoy the high thread count sheets.
I think that's over it now. Like, you know, the initial culture shock of bit of having like some luxury, and now she's back to like, oh, these are nice sheets, but that's fine.
The novelty value was worn off for Bath.
Yeah, she's like she's back in her element. It's like when you eat food from home, and at first you gorge yourself off, while you're like, okay, I'm good, that's enough.
So you're all taking basically a long rest.
Yes.
Yeah, Radar and Ryder, you're sharing a room.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you've had your long rest, you've had a nap. Just as you're starting to rouse, for just a fraction of a second, you feel like you hear an intense psychological scream in your brain. For only the briefest second.
The actual shit.
It sounds like an android psychically screaming, but it lasts.
Did you hear that?
Yeah.
Bath?
Did
Are you awake?
Did you hear that?
Did you go to the bathroom?
No, I'm trying to psychically talk to her
Oh,
using the link that we have. Does it work both ways?
yeah, Beth, I guess it's like, you can hear her, like, sleepily going like, what?
What did you not hear that?
Did you just scream, Bath?
Yeah.
No, I did
Go ahead.
hear it's a pair of idiots waking me up.
No, not now, Bath. This is serious.
Yeah,
Like-
we just had the same dream of an android screaming. Right?
Yeah, and you're the only android I know, so
No, actually, the guardian
That
android.
isn't the only android you know, but...
sorry, you were the only android I acknowledge.
Wow!
Whoa.
I'm gonna tell
Again, you're making it really hard for people to be friends with you, and you're like, I don't acknowledge your race
That's so
apart
nice
from
of
you.
you.
Oh my god, guys, it was a joke. It was semi-OC.
Fucking coyote privilege over here.
You're not cool enough to be my friend. But Meta, the androids
sorry.
that you know on the ship, most prominently would be Jocasta, one half of the Argo security detail.
Yeah, I think it might have been Jocasta.
Do we want to maybe go and check him out? See if they're
I
okay?
think it might be an idea. Suit up?
Yeah. Okay.
Oh yeah, weapons stuff. Yeah. Are we still in flight?
You feel the shuddering as the ship is passing through atmosphere. Despite the condition of the ship, it is effortlessly gliding out of a cloud base and then establishes itself above a beautiful scenic vista of genteel, plush countryside spotted with mansions. And in the distance you can see a glimmering city, like shimmering tall towers of glass and marble. And as the ship lists lazily to one side, you see it turning to head towards a mansion of quite modern design, but at the same time quintessentially classic. It's built into the side of a cliff almost. So if you imagine a cliffside that's almost been hollowed back, and then into that cliffside is built stories upon stories of towers, all of them glass facades. To one side, you can also see the doors of a hangar slowly starting to creep open, ready to receive the fourth dawn.
We should get down and check on Jocasta before we land.
Yeah, Ryder's not going to suit up. She's just going to bolt down the corridor towards where they are.
Yeah, it's a good idea. I'll follow.
Okay.
Jocasta is in the storeroom at the moment.
Okay.
We'll run there.
Yeah,
Let's go. Yeah, let's head there.
Burst into the storeroom. But, are you okay, guys?
Jocasta looks startled.
We
Is
heard
everything okay?
yeah, I heard a scream just now.
Yeah.
I might have been dreaming, but my
I heard
compadre
it
at
too.
Radar heard the same thing.
Curious.
I'm here with the gun. What's up?
Curious. I detected nothing like that. When did you think you sensed this?
Just now.
About 30 seconds ago.
Just as we pass into atmosphere.
Yeah.
Yes.
Curious. What do you say? How did you say you described it?
It was like an android screaming really sharply, really intensely.
And how long did it last?
Moments.
Yeah.
Are there any other androids here apart from yourself, Jocasta?
No, that's aside from you, of course. I'm the only other android present on the ship. But I detected nothing in any of my sensors.
How close are we to, like... We've just broken atmosphere, right? How close are we to wherever we're landing?
You can see where you're coming to land. It's maybe a quarter of a kilometre away. At this point, you are preparing for the docking procedure at this point. So in the timeline, Ryder Radar would have sensed it just after breaking atmosphere and making the final approach to Query.
But Baff didn't.
Apparently no androids or Kasatha or anyone else seems to have heard it, just
us two.
people, particularly where you happen to be at that particular time.
Do you think it could be because Baff is attuned to these sort of things?
But I didn't hear it. Well, she didn't
That's
hear
just it. But so you you can block out low-level stuff, whereas we can't.
Oh yeah, like chaff, maybe.
Yeah,
Maybe.
I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah, Jocasta as well isn't a technomancer or
Okay.
a magic user.
Yeah.
They're fully soldier.
Do we know
Those
of any
matter.
other androids who are magic users?
Yeah, I can hear the inflection in your voice as you're
Sticking in your throat as you say it.
Are there any magic users?
I'm doing the quotation marks either side of it.
Within the crew, there are. So we've got the captain. He's not. The engineers aren't, and the pilots aren't.
So there isn't one. Okay.
Wait, where's that Shirin?
Oh shit!
Oh,
Yeah, let's go check on that Shirin.
Run to the cupboard.
I forgot about the shirt.
He's cast out on the floor.
Did we feed him?
You did not feed him.
What a shirt.
Does he look hurt or whatever? Is he just like passed
No,
out?
he's just zonked. He's had an exciting day.
sleep, yeah.
Ah.
Okay, so we haven't killed him, that's good.
Yeah.
You haven't yet starved him to death. But
We're just gonna hand him over to the police. Like it's fine.
yeah, at this point the ship has fully docked. You are within the main hangar of Yargo's mansion.
We should probably let the authorities know that we've got a crim on board.
Yeah, they've already been aware.
Okay.
So you hear an announcement: boarding complete. Gangplanks are lowering into place. You are free to leave the ship.
Yay.
Alrighty.
You have landed.
It's
What's at? So we've landed.
So you've landed.
Are they waiting to?
There is someone waiting at the bottom of the gangplank, along with 2 further security officers.
What do they look like? Yeah.
Oh, are you walking down the gangplank?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you got your prisoner with you, or is he keeping him locked
Oh
up?
crap! Oh, I guess I'll take the.
Some ice
I'll
cream.
bring him along. Yeah, I'll bring him along.
Well, at least he didn't get shot in the back of the head.
That's it. Yeah, that's right. Listen, Civ, maybe in the future, if you change your ways and you, don't try and kill people, maybe we can
Avoid
we can hang out
piracy
together.
in the future,
Yeah, don't-
Sharon. You're not very
don't do
good
the
at it.
bad stuff. But if you want a job in the future,
We got a swanky little bar that you can.
yeah,
work
we do.
at.
We've got a bar.
we've got bar staff. We've already got 2.
Yeah, you've already got
Which
bar
is
stuff,
more.
and he's going to jail for quite a long time.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's good. You are going to jail. Okay, never mind.
Never
Have
mind.
fun in jail. Have fun in jail.
Piracy, which is something more at least Starfinder Society. That's like go to jail 1 decade at least,
Yeah.
and community service after that, and probably rehabilitation.
No, stop
Okay,
talking
so-
about jail.
Yeah, if we see you in the future and you're at jail, say hi. If not, whatever.
Yeah, Steve doesn't belong to any part of Kasathan culture. He's literally just been locked up. And
God, yeah, it's like being oh, I feel kind of bad for him
He,
now.
he is banged up. He is banged up abroad, and he doesn't get any visitors because all his friends are dead.
How long do you reckon he'll be in prison for as a pirate?
I'm going to say it's 10 years.
Oof. How long does Sharon live?
Yeah.
12.
Bear in mind,
separate-
AJ, the answer you give will determine whether or not we break this guy out of prison in the future.
Will it?
So, yeah, it depends. I mean, to be honest, if he's what is he? Just a grunt guy, right?
He
He's a
was
tech.
he was a low level. He was a tech, but he also took part in their boarding raids.
Right, but as a low level tech from the Shirin, what they want desperately is to be part of like a collective, right?
Yeah.
So in theory, if we kept this guy as our own prisoner, we could. God, now I'm think we can induce Stockholm syndrome.
No. We're not.
That's really not what I was trying to get at, but it sounds like.
I like where your heart's at, but as you're looking down the gangplank, you can see Captain Elena, who is the head of the Query Police Services, waiting with enough manacles to lock up every limb on this unfortunate Shirin, along with a small security detail ready to take him away.
It was a fun idea. Why I laughed. It's like push him forward. Go on, then off you go.
Yeah, off you go, off you pop.
So you
Go
are
on,
introduced to Captain Elena, who is the head of Query's sort of police and civil response
He's
department.
the sheriff. Yeah,
Is she again, and they're not a Kasatha.
she's the sheriff. Not
They're a
Kasatha.
human, but they're an anthro-human, and they probably look closest to an Afghan hound in humanoid.
Oh.
They're wearing a smart sort of quasi-military outfit, so it's sort of dress shirt, tie, blazer, but they're also carrying 2 firearms and smart leather fatigues with pockets and pouches and a stick for beating crims, and all of that good stuff. Yeah, they hold out a hand to you and introduce themselves. Good morning. I am Captain Elena, head of Guiri Police Forces. Is this the Shirin prisoner from the pirate ship that attacked you that you captured?
His name was Civ. If I'm honest, I don't think he knows much about anything, but if you do hear anything, we'd love to know what you can find out.
Very well. I will make sure you're kept appraised of any more information we retrieve from him.
That will be
Is there
excellent.
anything he's told you that could be helpful to understand why he is so interested in taking over this ship?
We think he's just a drone of a Shirin pirate cruiser. They were hired by an anonymous contractor to...
What, do we want to tell her that? Oh, we tell her that. It's all right. She's the police. It's fine.
She's the police, yeah.
The police are never bad.
Womp womp.
No, whatever. We just met her. Let's tell her.
Yeah.
We just met her. Let's tell her. It's not a good.
Well, no.
sentence.
At the end of the day, like all we have to say is like they were given their whereabouts. Someone gave them our whereabouts. They attacked us. We fought back and succeeded. This was our prisoner. If you find out any more information from him, and she Beth will give her like her number or something. Please, we would appreciate if you let us know.
Very well. If you're working for Iago and the security scenes, then I imagine we will have dealings in the future.
Oh, yeah, shopping.
And
So
she's going to pass you her card, which just has a contact method for her.
She says police.
Police dog.
Just I am police.
Why is she not a German
Oh
Shepherd?
god, I've just realised she is a police dog. But
Yes, the police
Yeah.
dog.
she's an Afghan because I'm recycling an OC I used for an old role-playing on DeviantArt, believe it or not.
Oh man.
Oh, they also have an eye patch for
Arr.
backstory reasons.
That is fantastic.
Yeah, no, it's fine. So Beth gives her her number and her personal number, and says if you need anything, you can contact us. That's fine.
So thank you for being so helpful, and good luck.
You're
Thank
welcome.
you.
Radar stop.
And with that, she's just going to take
If you had to
the,
give her like a real world equivalent, RJ, what would you say? Who would you say would play her in the movie?
Everyone here's seen The Mandalorian, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh shit!
You know who I mean.
I know
Yeah.
exactly who you mean. She was in Deadpool.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she plays... Oh, who is it she plays in Deadpool? She's like the one with the toothpick in the
Bombshell?
mouth.
The hard
Bombshell?
case. Yeah, Bombshell.
Yeah. So yeah, it would definitely be her.
Cool.
She's like polite and calm, but she is no nonsense.
Cool.
Batman is instantly extremely interested in this character with an eye patch and a Russian accent.
German, sir.
Well, the good news is she
I think
even
we
does
all
her
are.
art. I have a whole backload of art for her.
Oh, nice.
Interesting.
Yeah, so your contract has officially begun. It is the first cycle of the first day.
Okay. We should probably scope the mansion out that we'll be guarding.
Yeah,
Yes.
we can pause here, and then
Yeah,
next
sure.
session we'll pick up with Nesta. Will give you a full tour and itinerary of the building,
Coolio.
including the vault. You get to look at and not touch the obelisk.
Ryder has already stolen it. Thank you for listening to Cosmopunk. We're available on Spotify, iTunes, and a bunch of other podcast websites. If you like what you're hearing, tell your friends. Maybe give us a good rating on iTunes while you're at it. We are at cosmopunk.net, and we also have a Twitter at cosmopunks with an S. If you want more Cosmo content in the meantime, we now have a Patreon where we'll be occasionally uploading artwork, interludes, outtakes, and extended lore. We'll be introducing a proper tier system in the future, but for now, tips are very much appreciated. We're at patreon.com/cosmopunk, link in the description. The team has a ton of fun editing these episodes together, but it is extremely time consuming, so we're grateful for any show of support. Once again, thank you so much for listening, and we'll be back with more Cosmopunk in 2 weeks. Till then, shoot straight, roll high.
Speaking of our Patreon, we'd like to shout out our brand new supporters.
Shout out to Fringe Corps!
Top notch, Aaron Stargazer.
Good work, Jason.
Cheers to Donald Booley.
Massive thanks to Alex.
And big thanks to Autumn Nomura.
We really appreciate you guys' support. It's a lot of work making this, but knowing that you guys are out there, listening and willing to put your hand in your pocket for us really helps.